Hey everybody, welcome back to another Slime Fun Filled episode with your host Boomer. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. It is December 24th. It is disgustingly early here. Actually, it's not too bad. But we wanted to get started with this episode and get it in before the break. And we are talking droids today. As you can see, we have our Android farm up and running. And if you've seen any of my previous series on SkyGrid, this is loosely based off of that build with, instead of a redstone clock, we're using the Sensible Toolbox redstone clock. We have it set up every 6 ticks. I get a 2-tick pulse to fire the dispensers. Could it go a little bit faster? Yeah, but honestly, there's really no need. So here's kind of how the premise of this works. We've got the androids sitting in between the fuel source and the interface. And it alternates back and forth. So each one is sitting next to a fuel source and an interface so that they're sharing these particular machines to make this run a little bit smoother. Now, yes, there's 20 different layouts that I've put together over time. The most cost-efficient ones have been where you split one piece of equipment between 2 or more androids. I think I even had a build where I had 4 androids splitting 2 of each. Anything is possible. Whatever works for you. There isn't, once they're each using 2 machines each, that's as efficient as it really gets. So we do have 5 machines for 4 androids simply because this guy also has to get fuel as well. And these could be nested back to back and set up in a particular way so that you can maximize it. Now I've only started the quartz side, I haven't started the coal, and that's what we'll do together. But I want to sneak in here to show you how this is set up. So first of all, androids run on liquid fuel. It can either be lava, oil, or fuel. And as you guys know, oil and fuel are very expensive. Lava is insanely cheap and insanely easy to obtain, whereas oil and fuel are resource limited based on, granted there are millions of chunks in the world, but time to get all that, bring it back here, it just isn't worth it. Don't run anything but lava. Well, you go, well, fuel runs 8.5 minutes and lava runs 40 seconds. Well, yes, it does. Lava is infinite, fuel is not. And the more fuel you burn, the further out you have to go to mine it. So I don't care what anybody's going to tell you, lava is the only android fuel that you should be using. Anyways, I wanted to get back into the android here for a moment. So we can either start or stop the android, we can pause the android, and we can go to the memory core. You always want to pause it, unless you're actually shutting it off. Pause it, that way it stops burning the fuel. And you can go into the memory core and you can do a few things. You can edit your current script. You can create a new one which wipes everything out, so don't hit that. You can download a script from your server if you've created one, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Or you can go back to the previous menu. So let's go back to the memory core and let's edit the current script. Normally when you start, all that's going to be in here are going to be 4 things. You're going to have start, turn left, add a new command, and repeat script. Those would be the initial 4. Now earlier, just a minute ago, I said an android fuel runs for 1 minute and 40 seconds. This script, every command you add takes approximately a ½ second to run. And the most commands you can fit in here is 52. So a full script will take 26 seconds plus transfer of item time plus time on the turn. So realistically, a full-blown script will take about 30 to 32 seconds to run. So as long as somewhere in that script you have pull fuel and push to empty out your inventory, your droid will never stop running. I have never, in the entire time I've played Slimefun, had a script that could outlast a fuel source in an android. It's impossible. So at 1 minute 40, takes 30 seconds. It should run 3 scripts before it actually uses the next fuel. So what I've got is advanced harvest and replant. And actually, I want to show you what's available in here. There are a bunch of commands for this particular Android. They do vary from Android to Android, so don't think they're all going to be the same. So the script says do nothing as an option, or it's wait. Just wait for a certain amount of time. Now, because I have my repeater ticks going very quickly, it doesn't make much sense to wait. I have a good bone supply, although the wither skeletons, which are supplying the bones, are not enough to keep up for 4 androids. So I'm going to have to bring the skeleton spawners over here and turn them into electric spawners and set them up as well. But there could be a reason in your script you want it to do nothing. You can have it wait half a second before it does something. So it executes a command, it waits half a second, something happens, and then it executes the command. Timing those two could be awfully hard. So these two I've never added into either of my scripts. I've never had a reason to. You can have the androids move forward. Now, I am going to put an asterisk in front of this. In the past, I've recorded video evidence that when androids move, especially vertically, there has been a problem where they stop running. I don't know if that's been fixed. I know it's been reported. It's been documented by multiple people. I have not built that farm because I did not have the need to. When we get into some more items in here, we're going to try it again and see if it's been fixed. But for the moment, my understanding is that vertical and horizontal movement, eventually the androids stop running. I can't explain the technical reason behind it. I've read the technical reason behind it. I can't explain it. So for now, I would always recommend when you build an android farm, you can either put the plant in front of the android or you can put the android above the plant, and I'll show you that in a second. So you can move forward, up, down, turn left, turn right. You can advance, harvest, and replant. So if you're doing it with a Slimefun plant like this, where I'm harvesting essence, or I'm doing it with one of the other Slimefun plants where we're growing like pears or oranges, or I should say cilantro or tea or some of those other ones, you always need advanced harvest and replant. Or if the android is above the plant, then you do advanced harvest and replant the block underneath. Okay, so just to show that to you, we have advanced harvest and replant because the plant is directly in front of the android. So getting back to this script, let's go back into the script to edit it. Okay, so what I've got, every half second, harvest and replant. That is the first full 5 rows. All right, now after it's done that command 45 times, we want it to check to see if it needs a fuel source and get it if we do, and then empty its contents so it doesn't fill up, and then go back to harvesting. So the first thing it says is turn right. All right, so when this android turns right, let's go back into the script. It's going to push its. Now I probably could have put fuel first, but again, as long as this runs, this isn't an issue. So first thing it does is it will physically turn right. Let's see if I can show that to you. Let's get it back to resuming here. So after harvest 45 times, now that doesn't mean it's going to harvest 45 essence. It means it's going to make 45 attempts to harvest. That's what the bone mealing dispensers are for, is to get that plant to grow as fast as possible. There, to see it turned right, it dropped off its contents, then it turned left and attempted to pull fuel. Actually, it had to turn left twice. Okay, so let's go back into the script. So it got down to here. It made a 1 right turn, so it faced the interface on my right, pushed all the contents, so any empty buckets and any essence, into the end transporter. Then it turns left, so it's facing the plant again. Turns left, so now it's facing the fuel interface, so it can pull it out. Then it pulls the fuel. If it already has one in it, then it ignores this command, turns back right to face the plant, and then the script resumes. So remember, anytime you turn your android, you've got to turn the android back to facing the plant if you expect it to harvest. Otherwise, don't expect it to harvest. Just like you've got to get it to face the interface of the fuel or the items in order to push or pull the items. Okay, so let's start this, repeat and restart it, back up. So now we'll watch as it pushes. Now there is lava currently in here. I'll pull it out just for the purposes of showing this. So it'll execute its 45 commands. I get anywhere from probably 16 to 22 essence at a crack. So right now I can see in the background that bone meal's heading at it's fully grown. Oh, hang on. We're inside of it. We can't watch it. Okay, so we'll watch the Android interface as soon as it turns, and then we'll try to catch the lava. I'm saying, why can't I watch this while we're inside of it? Well, you should be able to, but I must have had it on pause. Oh, you know what? It's out of fuel. It actually needed that. There we go. Okay. So now we'll watch it. I'm like, wait a minute. Why isn't it going? There we go. So you saw that it pushed the essence and the bucket out, and it pulled the new lava in. And now it starts back and repeats at harvesting. So that's why we have that redstone tick set so quickly. That allows that plant to grow back as quickly as possible for the Android to harvest the essence as quickly as possible. And I'm stuck. Yeah. I got to build a better way out of here. Anyways. So that we have those 4 running. Now, what about this guy? That's over, or actually this is number 2. His program is slightly different. Let's go into the editor. He's going to pull fuel first and then push contents. And the only reason he's doing that is because the machines are flip-flop. So I created this one script from that first Android and uploaded it to my server. Then I downloaded it to this Android. But the items for the first Android were on the right. For this guy, the item container is the first one over here on the left. And this is where his fuel source is. For the other Android, this is the items, and that's the fuel. So you have to flip those two. Okay? So let's get the coal going. And actually, I don't even have this all set up yet to harvest. So by the way, all that essence, just so you know, is going into this automatic crafting chamber. And it's going to turn it right into quartz. I was hoping you'd get to see a little bit of it. It's going through so fast, it's turning into quartz, and then from there, it's going into this electric press, and it becomes quartz blocks, which goes down to my storage and to the smelter to become silicon. All right, so we're going to start with this Android over here, because this guy is the same as that Android down there. So let's get him going. Let's go into the memory core, and let's download a script. Each Android can only download a script that was programmed by that style of Android. So for example, the advanced farmer cannot download a script from a butcher or a woodcutter. I have a number of different scripts that are in here for simple things that I've been running. This is the one I made, fuel on the left side. Okay, that's what that means to me. Fuel left is what I called it. So I download it. Let's make sure. Oh, guess what? I have an item interface on the left side. So if I run this script, he will eventually run out of fuel and not push his contents. So I'm going to edit this script, and I'm going to change by left clicking instead of pushing inventory to pull fuel. To pull fuel. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me I'm lagged out. Momentary break. Okay, and now we got to change this one to push contents. Okay, so we had to flip these two. Start it up, and we'll watch this Android. Now I say, well, Paul, he was turned 180 degrees. Yes, he was, but so was everything else with him. So that's why I was able to download that script, because it's an exact mirror image of what's over there. Had I completely changed the configuration of it, then yes, I would have had to come up with a new script. So he's close to pushing his contents out and getting new fuel. There, he got his new fuel. Push his contents out. Perfect. So that worked. Let's go over to this guy. All right, let's download his script. So again, fuel from the left. Okay, and we know the fuel, yeah, because he's turning right to get there. Repeat script, start, fuel's on the left. So for him, he's good to go. This guy will download his script. This is so much easier than programming each and every single one of them. We go in and we change the push to a pull, change the pull to a push, repeat, start. And this guy, we simply download it. Oh, that's okay, go back. So if you hit start a new script, you can always come back in here and simply re-download it. Create a script, download, there we go. Okay, and he's ready to go. So back, start. All right, so now we have all these going. I have ore grinders turning bones into bone meal for these dispensers. Each ore grinder gives you 4 bone meal per bone, which is nice considering vanilla is 3. So you get 4 per. So this goes a little bit faster. Now, I don't know if 20 is too much or too little yet. I just turned the 8th one on. On the other server I used to play on, I had 3 per Android. Here I've got 2.5. So I'm going to have to kind of keep an eye out on this, but you can see they're not backing up completely. Some of these, again, haven't run yet. So what I need to watch really isn't necessarily the ore grinders as it is the dispensers. As long as I see 64 in all these, we're fine. And I can probably cut back on the ore grinders. Or I can add more androids, whichever I want to do. So far they seem to be keeping up, but it's very early in the stage. Now the other thing I've got to do is set up, see, the items are still in here because the coal's got nowhere to go yet. I haven't set that one up. So we're going to come over here and we're going to tell it to turn coal essence into coal for us. It would be very nice of them. This is all going to be on channel 10. So we're going to input coal essence. We're going to put the program in of where it goes, right? We want to turn it into coal. Turn it on. Okay. So I'm going to grab some coal. Yeah, we're on the data network. Okay. I was expecting to see more pop in there. We'll give it a second. All right. And then we're going to, this is going to go on channel 3, will be the coal, because the coal's on 3 downstairs. So that's going to go towards the Carbonado factory. There we go. Okay. So now the product's moving. We do have a, yeah, we got a data node, so that's connected. Do we have power on the second level? We should. Yes, there's power. Okay. Did I get the right channel? Oh, you know what? I bet you I didn't program the input nodes over here yet. Oh, I didn't add them in here yet. I need some more essence. How about I pull the essence from where it actually is? That's why the items aren't moving. Okay. I didn't have them to put in there to get them to move. All right. So now we're going to generate an insane amount of coal. And again, it's only 4 androids. I mean, if I were to really go boomer, like I have on my previous servers, I probably would have put 24 of them together. We're going to run 4 for now. I want to see how the server feels with the 4 of each. And if I feel that I need more, I can add more on top simply by duplicating everything I did. Yeah, there we go. So there should be set to round robin. What it's supposed to do is evenly distribute. I might not have turned the round robin on. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. Now for the buckets, it won't make any sense because I'm not using the crucible that's downstairs. I have a dedicated, and there's a big reason why. The more items you put on that system with the crucible, the greater the chances are for the buckets and the cobblestone to get screwed up. If I were to use one crucible for 24 different machines, There is the possibility of a bucket backup somewhere along the way, so I've tried to minimize the number of machines on each crucible, and it doesn't take long to craft. I did use a crucible level 3 just to make sure it keeps up. So what I did is I loaded up all the item interfaces first. I put one lava in each android, so everything was full, and then I let this fill up, and you can see I've got 10. Realistically, there's 8 androids. So if they have one extra bucket in their items, you know, they're just kind of sitting holding on to one bucket to transfer out, this should never run out. I should always have at least 2 buckets in here, up to 10. And most of the times it'll stay at 9 or 10. So the empty buckets come back right to the crucible. The essence goes into our 2 crafters. So we're making quartz. We're making coal. The coal goes down towards the Carbonado farm. And the quartz, now this is the one thing I'm going to have to watch, is one electric press for 4 androids might not be enough. This is a level 1 press. I may have to upgrade this to level 2, and we'll keep an eye on it. If it starts to back up, then we'll simply upgrade it to level 2. Right now it's holding its own pretty good. You can see a lot do get generated every time more comes over, but so far it seems to be holding its own. So that's a good sign. So we'll keep an eye on it. And like I said, if it starts to back up, which then would cause this to back up, which then would cause the androids to back up and stop running, because their item interfaces would fill, there's nothing else they could do, so they would just shut off and the system would shut down. So I'm probably, just as a safety precaution, I'll probably go ahead and upgrade this press to a level 2, because you can see how quickly it got close to 1 stack in there. But again, it's about every 30 seconds items get transferred over. So as long as I'm running 4 androids, we'll probably be okay. So this is our android farm to begin with. We've got her going. This is only the first android. Obviously there's multiple. There's the butcher, there's the farmer, there's the woodcutter. I'm trying to remember. I think there's the miner. I think there's 5 or 6. Oh, not miner. That's not what I want to look up. It was android. If I could spell this early in the morning. Okay, so first of all, you have normal levels of androids. A normal means you've created an android who can be programmed into a specific job. Once you've programmed into that job, they are stuck in that job. There is no way to change their job or to downgrade them. So be very careful that you create this right. Once you've made a miner, he cannot be turned into a farmer, nor can he be turned into a normal android, nor can this farmer become an advanced farmer. You have to make a normal android first, then you have to make a advanced programmable normal, then you can make the advanced butcher, fisherman, farmer, and then you can make an empowered one for the fisherman or for the butcher. But you got to go normal, advanced, and then empowered. Right? You cannot go from a regular fisherman to an advanced fisherman to the empowered. It won't work that way. So androids are kind of, material and time and resource expensive because you need the plastic sheets. So either you're doing GPS mining, you need, I think it's 9 sheets to get 1 android. So that, or you're doing what I've done with the rubber or the sticky resin from slimy taps, turning that into rubber, turning that into raw plastic and the plastic to giving me the sheets. That's resources renewable, whereas geomining, that resource is not. So we're going to go that route once we have more power. So this will go. We'll see how that goes. I do want to take one more update on where we're sitting on the infinity reactor. I want to see how 8 hours of the server running, how we've done on void bits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 full stacks of void bits overnight. Nice. That'll get us some void ingots, and we've got 8 void dust up here. So let's program that all in there. Oh, we got more to run. We're going to get us a number of void ingots this morning. Wow, that is so nice to see that. 12 of those machines running all night long. And we pulled out 69 more. So we have 77. So we're going to get 8 more ingots. Oh, sweet, baby. Okay, so let's take our 8 ingots. Oh, yes, we're going to get 8 more infinity ingots. All right. Nice. So we'll be, let's see, we'll have 14 out of the 40 infinity ingots we need to make the machine cores. So we're making progress. All right, let's head over to the workbench. So this is what we've got done so far. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. So 26 more to go, and then we can craft these 2. And then after we get that done, after we get the panel done, excuse me, the machine circuit, then it's off to getting 2 of the machine cores. And other than the infinity ingots, everything's done, just waiting to go in. So we'll just have to get 16 more, 16 more infinity ingots to finish that piece up. And then from there, we have the Nether Star reactors built. We have all the machine plates ready to go. So it'll be 16 more infinity ingots and 2 more void. So I'm hoping maybe within a week we're going to have everything and we can power this sucker up and start moving forward. So guys, thank you again so much for watching the series, for participating in comments. We really appreciate you. Have a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, and we will see you after the holidays. Oh, by the way, have a boomer-sized Christmas.